Hey everybody, Karen from Ask the Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well today. So this is the energy report for tomorrow, August 23rd, 2025. Okay, so we have a new moon, so there's some really interesting things that you could be thinking about in your own life for this particular day, for tomorrow. Okay, but the first thing I wanted to say is there was way too many of you who thought my big poofy hair was the way I should be going. And what do I say to that? I say, ah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I will explain a few things and then I will never mention my hair again. First of all, I have extremely fine hair. So for those of you who are hair rich, you don't get an opinion whatsoever. Only my very fine hair people can have an opinion about this. Wink, wink. Okay. Second of all, I refuse. Like some people thought I looked younger. And I'm like, no, because here's the thing. Because when I have fine hair, I have to use a host of hairspray and I don't want to do that. And I'm going to have a poof. Okay. Because the minute I don't do that, my hair goes like this. Like sometimes you'll see me in the videos, right? And I'm like, it's all like whatever, whatever. I actually did style it, but it's humid and then the hair falls. Okay, even with hairspray on. Third of all, I am on a health journey, healing journey, and I don't want to keep using hairspray. Fourth of all, I don't think headbands are reserved for younger people. And I don't care. Well, the thing is my bangs are getting very thin because I'm on this healing journey. If my hair thickens up because of my healing journey, we might change our minds. Fourth, I no longer dye my hair. I used to dye it totally blonde. If you see pictures of me, I mean, my hair, I'm kind of a dirty blonde, but it's darker now. I kind of wanted to see what my regular hair color would look like before I start to go gray. I have just a few little whiffs of gray. And I wanted to see what my hair would do transitioning because my mom's hair transitioned. She had very similar hair to me, really fine. And she transitioned her gray from like dirty blonde, I would say, to maybe even a little darker, to like it looked frosted. It actually was quite pretty. So I was just curious to see if my hair would do that. So, and lastly, my mom complained about her hair all the time. And the last thing I need is hair drama. So this reduces hair drama for me. Whether you think I don't look like I care about my hair, I do. I do care about my hair, but this is the best I got because this is what God gave me. And apparently what my soul decided on. I probably was really hair rich in other lifetimes and made fun of people who weren't. That's my guess. That's my guess. So I have settled into this. As you know, I'm a very minimalist person. You're probably wondering, I have mentioned at the beginning of the summer why I continue to wear black shirts. Because I literally have like 4 of these and I rotate them all summer. This is what I wear because it's my workout clothes. So I wear it all day because I don't go out of the house and go to a job and stuff. So there you go. Just easier for me. I like simple. Okay, so I asked for it. I know. I asked for it. I was just being funny with my puffy hair in the video yesterday. So if you want to see that, you can go. Actually, was that? Yeah, it was yesterday. It was the Trump's health video. Okay, that I showed my poofy hair. I'll post the video right here in case you just really have to watch the beginning of that. Plus, that video is very interesting. Okay. Enough of that. Never going to mention it again. No hair drama on this channel. Unless I'm being funny. That's why I do the bedheads and stuff too. Okay. So, I don't think I look older with my hair pulled back. Okay, energy report for 2023. Okay. No. August 23, 2023. August 23, 2025. All right, here's an overview. The Virgo New Moon at 0 degrees creates a cradle formation in the sky, a rare alignment that provides stability and renewal in uncertain times. Definitely uncertain times, isn't it? Spiritually, it invites healing, joy, and the awakening of the inner child. That's probably why I wanted to show my big poofy hair just being goofy. It's awakening of the inner child. Politically, leaders in the U.S. and across the world face deep accountability and truth-telling. That's tomorrow. It's a Saturday, though, so that's interesting. Economically, well, it says today. I told her, Mabel, I have been like, Mabel, Mabel, Mabel. Economically, today favors, which is really tomorrow, simplification and aligning money with authentic values. So that would be a good thing to work on tomorrow, is the simplification and alignment of money with your authentic values. Okay, so if you want to spend a little time on your money area, that might be helpful. Just a reminder, the pendulum guidance for this week from the Lead Team Collective was leave it alone, wait for Trump to leave, and wait for love to win. Okay, these add context to the astrology for tomorrow of outcomes cannot be forced, timing belongs to a larger order, and love's long arc leads the way. Okay. So prediction for tomorrow, the overall prediction for tomorrow, looking at all the categories, and then I'm going to go over the categories, okay? The cradle offers a container of healing and transformation. It asks us to release outdated patterns, rewrite our story with compassion, and ground ourselves in service, devotion, and truth. So the overall crystal, I have 2 overall crystal recommendations for tomorrow with all the categories combined. I kind of did a little bit of a rewrite with Mabel because I'm wanting to get to a very specific way to report these to us that will be the most helpful, okay? So, and then I'll give you crystal recommendations based on the categories as well. But the overall, so if you just want to use these 2, they relate to the astrology and the overall messaging for all the categories. Labradorite strengthens intuition and supports trust and divine timing. And smoky quartz grounds, protects, and stabilizes during transitions. Okay. Okay, so we're going to look at, I simplified it a little bit. We're going to look at spiritual energy, which includes, when appropriate with the astrology, it includes relationships, social, community, our community as well. Okay, when it's appropriate. Okay. Then we're looking at political energy, U.S. and global. So again, according to the astrology, they'll pull in what's the most appropriate for tomorrow. Okay. We are going to look at economic energy, which will do overall and individual. Okay, so it's going to combine that. Again, I'm just trying to simplify this a little bit for all of us. And then we'll have a summary. So it'll be economic, political, and spiritual. Okay? All right, so August 23rd, 2025, spiritual energy. The Virgo New Moon awakens the inner child, urging us to embrace joy as sacred. Old heaviness is ready to be released, allowing space for creativity, clarity, and play. It's also a reminder that joy itself is a spiritual practice. I love that. Joy itself. So tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you're living, maybe if you do have the day off, then let's go play. Let's go do something creative. Do some play tomorrow. Sounds like it's going to be a good day for that. Okay. Spiritual practice idea is create a simple altar with a white candle and a childhood object that symbolizes joy. That's great. Meditate with it, affirming, my joy is sacred, my life is safe. Crystal recommendations are, I'm going to spell this one. Well, Amazonite, Amazonite, encourages compassionate truth. Moonstone heightens intuition during new cycles, and rose quartz nurtures the heart and inner child. Okay, so political energy, again, U.S. and global combined. I'll do the U.S. first and then global because it's separated for tomorrow. So U.S., The new moon opposing Pluto reveals hidden power struggles in leadership. Oh, surprise, surprise. Integrity and truth are tested, and accountability cannot be avoided. Oh, that should be fun. The pendulum message here, so there was an appropriate place for the pendulum message again from the lead team collective, our spirit guides, okay, they gave it to us for the week. Wait for Trump to leave, a reminder that political shifts are in motion, but resolution will unfold in its own time, okay, because that's what the astrology is telling us, okay? Global focus, the cradle highlights international justice and alliances. Globally, leaders are being asked to act transparently. Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there where, like, each of us individually are like, we're done with that. We're done with thinking, like, even we're just done with anything being behind the scenes hidden from us, right? Okay, so globally, leaders are being asked to act transparently and align with collective truth. Revelations may surface around hidden deals or power dynamics. The wait for love to win pendulum message from the lead team, reminding us that despite rising tension, the long-term trajectory bends towards healing and justice. Really positive. That's amazing. Okay, spiritual practice, you could, if you would like to, you could journal on what does integrity look like in my personal leadership and in the way I engage, okay, in my life. So what does integrity look like for each of us? Because remember, really the focus is on us, because the more we focus on us, the more integrity we have. We all slip from time to time in our integrity, and it just depends on what's going on and how much stress you have and how much sleep you didn't get. You know what I mean? It happens. We all make mistakes. And so the more we focus on our own health, the more we improve or help the world, right? Okay, so crystal recommendations: black tourmaline, shields against fear-driven narratives. Citrine supports leadership grounded in honesty. Oh, that's great. So citrine would be a good one if you wanted to light a candle for the US and the world energy. Okay. And satellite, I had this problem yesterday. If I'm going to do this, I will. I'll start. Actually, I've asked Mabel to give me, maybe that was in a different report though. She's going to have to give me pronunciations. I'll do that. So yeah, I don't have to do this every time. So, but this one is Sodalite. Fosters clarity and truth in communication. And the economic energy in this new moon emphasizes simplification. Okay. Collectively, economic systems continue restructuring. Individually, it's a good day to cut out draining expenses and align financial choices with long-term values. The spiritual practice for economic could be review your budget, highlight one expense or habit that doesn't align with your purpose, and release it. I love that. Okay, green aventurine attracts balanced abundance, and pyrite, that keeps coming up, pyrite, which is fool's gold, so that's interesting, grounds financial intentions into material reality. Okay, so and then I'm going to read the summary, and then we have to find out, and there's an affirmation for tomorrow. And then I want to go back and say, okay, what's the collective comment we want to be focusing on tomorrow? Because I am loving that. Like yesterday, 2 days ago, we did gratitude. Yesterday, we did something everybody's letting go. So fun to read everybody's comments. Okay. And I'll come up with one. I'll go back to the report real quick and come up with one. Okay. So the summary: the Virgo new moon on August 23rd is a sacred turning point. Spiritually, it reawakens joy and the inner child. So we're going to have to do something about joy, I think. Creativity and joy. Politically, it exposes hidden truths and tests integrity, both in the US and globally. Economically, it asks us to simplify and align with authentic values. The pendulum guidance reminds us to trust timing. So this is our lead team. Our lead team is telling us, I should actually put lead team on there. Lead team guidance. I think I will rather than pendulum guidance. Reminds us to trust timing, don't force outcomes, for love is always leading. Love it. Okay, affirmation for tomorrow, if you want to write this down. I am safe, I am held, and I walk in integrity. I trust divine timing as love lights the way. That's a beautiful one. Okay, so in the comments, community comments now, so that we can share with each other, what is one thing you're going to do tomorrow on the 23rd that could bring you a little bit of joy, a little bit more joy than you've experienced maybe in the last week, or something creative you've been looking to do? Just do something, even if it's clean out a drawer, that could be creative. It could actually open up creativity or whatever you want to do. So what's one thing you're going to do tomorrow that will bring you a little more joy and maybe something creative, something inner child, something to tap into your inner child when it comes to joy? Okay? All right. I will see you for August 24th report tomorrow. Okay. Have a good one. Bye-bye.